and ye bedim komo and ye Ghana bekasa citizens bekasa or man for bekasa baby bia obi ano se wote trotro mu taxi mu Uber Yango boat mu amofie emia hodo mu mekaye ho na yendi citizens nkomo right citizens nkomo any about bedru and I say dollar na drew a year 9.28 right yeah right I say dollar na drew 9.28 okay so yeah koya nim yamma ya chi forward ever backwards never amount for so send me some messages be from GT Bank circulating on social media. We know exactly what is happening, but there's some information also about Tuja. Na busa at the crack because issues about Fidelity Bank and amount for bank accounts. Omo juma they are paying their monies back to them. And I think sir Bibi Kwaso our banking sector no more. There is something wrong somewhere. Bibi Kwaso our banking sector, but yeah, we'll find time and talk about it. All right, so I have Minia Dr. Sefa Emmanuel. If you say Edu Herbal Clinic, said the Indian no omo man kesim by Fikrum bear Fikrum okay bear Fikrum yo na the woman say onipediano ehia empomodin na ma watimi edi abobra ese na efata ye no ntina nwumre Dr. Sefa Emmanuel ha say Minia Majo
ya mejoso na Bobie boko pa
yo ene mpacho kajatuma na yanko
yo mede nchiaso nkufri Edu Herbal Clinic ema watiefo nyina na omo hwe wo Facebook live no mechia obia Edu Herbal Clinic clinic bia within 8 years ni age abasobode 25 the best stroke clinic in the whole of Africa yede ahabama ebibidru ena esayare or yibia chemical bia enka ho purely organic 100% and I show yedema ye yarefo mo tiapo mo ho yedin se si mo dadam esa akọ mo adwuma ekoti bia dada na mo wuma na omo nya enigye etim de sum nyame ema na yefe no Edu Herbal Clinic ye ka che ahwefo na etifo se obi a owo stroke obi a owo chronic diseases the casafa metabolic disorders BTC hypertension diabetes obu ono mo ani cholesterol level no ekosro papa eno contribute emanipa utimi enya stroke eno entina Edu Herbal Clinic ye stroke na ye treat no underlying issue the ediba ye nankasa no ye tackle ho no Ansah na yahye stroke no enti ye yifiri wono ma obose stroke no eno ye de edu kakra kan obose na ho ato na wafa ho asore na okofi na nso so watimi akwaduma aye adwuma piska na nse o manimu aye den enti obi a otie me ene anwumre yi fo woni che Edu Herbal Clinic asthma na atena so ache no obi ho no nanka oni asthma baby so se dem di kan kae yare ya tamfo brana yanyi ohaw no emfiri ho no obu ho ane kotodwe eye ne ya papa obu ha sciatic pains I friend sciatic no ne to asintini no fa ne siremu afa ne namu eba ne na so transe kakra na nan agene omuso osora na ne to fa no se ne ya driver fo nya sa ohaw ne pa mame fo mu edwom a omo transe che omusa omota wo ohaw no tra dwom atonwade na asabe di traffic mu akofie mu nyina no enu ntina Edu Herbal Clinic wa dwene mo ho obebie branch ewo Odoko official town brana yenya o massage nyema o eduro as intini no o how bi na abem clot bi mojato bi na bedam ntina ma o yawo no ano ayedia brana mo oduro be na ne nyina afiri mu na amma mogya di afurusane kama na oyawo no so na wote no ya massage ho no ama oyawo no afiri ho ama ho ya massage na de edro ka ho once within a month or two so why solid na obi hu kro on ka say enti wo na da bia na o complain say o to ase ntini ne kosi unan ase da bia na hawe obema ojunso ntentem so ojunso ntentem a enema miensa de dikan ebia na wo infections de toso mienu diabetes de toso miensa prostate o ye bema o sorry ojunso ntentem kan nyame bo ne say don hwe nan bia a ye 4 hours bia no na junso obetima junso ebia woda 9 o'clock anajo wo koda wa junso 4 hours bia no junso no forme e wo se otimi kokle enti wada 9 10 11 12 1 junso ade wasoro yakọ junso 2 3 4 5 ade a chien wi o junso a normal obu okro de hye no 6 o'clock na je wa junso na wasoro africa teso na ayi tiesi abonti na odi ne dwuma na obo nso bu ho no ma 9 na wakoda no 9:30 na wasoro yakọ junso acha 10:30 no asoro yakọ junso ebo 12 hours asoro yakọ junso ebo 1 na asoro yakọ junso ti me junso more than 5 times a night me so obi a wo sa o how no bra edu herbal clinic yewo mankesim befi krom obehu yen ewo hono obo hono ma wo si ebia me ma me papa bi me nua me ofa me baby stroke aye no ebia me de ne ba ha me nya baby ma ne na da bia nwene saa yewo ye si bia kese a oyarefo no ba man baby ada yewo VIP wo ho yewo VVIP ene yewo general ward baby a ho de betime no ebetimi agina to hono mretintin a opese oda ho na ye si de sane yare no ye betimi agina to ho ahye no ama ne ho ato no ama na tiesi ne dadam ansa na wabefa na kofi no se ampa odna ba ayare sefie intimate nsafre obia o how bema o sexual weakness eno die mesel tutumri kapa kanaju yakra koye clinic wo ewo odoko official town ye dro sonko wanwaso bi aba a friend SMB test bema bia o sexual weakness mesel tutumri kana bra ne bagibi na wono ma wabo nse ampa wano meme dro ampa sa adechia oyire aduane a opepa obenwa ama wadi ayekra wo kwa adwuma obema okeska se mi wuraje fafaka ekobra en esanse waye adwuma mamani aso nti bema bia ntena ho enka se medium de boss wa metare ya na wai debi bra edu herbal clinic na de enwanwa ewo ye do no se wobnum a wo pressure kra en affect ebre eboa akoma no o plasma level na wo mu no rise sa insuo na ewo nipa mu no na akokura ayi no akoma nim sustain heart no na etimi pushi blood na mana ba obema ni mama na timi agina pinti mu wonya full erection na fere watimi de kaja gum ama na yefe ama won so ya fro daddy se ne be ya fro dada de oda no ada daddy de oda odi enti obi a wotie Accra 100.5 FM tumika na bra edu herbal clinic the numbers no from CCA 0558 379 545 0558 379 545 ebiem 0558 379 545 yewo befikrom mankasim befikrom hona ye headquarters no ewo ena Accra so yewo odoko official town osi Gloryland Junction obohu se chirabo soma soridan no na chipe obabetu school bi afa Christ Ebenezer Preparatory School ya painting blue na chipe obohu edu herbal clinic ye signboard follow direction no bra ya so ye na oba oye na de buy no onfasa enkofie da number ni 0558 379 545 0558 379 545.
All right. Just yeah, that's baby. Okay, all right. So that's it live at Accra 100.5. You say. Accra FM. Yeah, mommy.
Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema be meti gara furuku be puntimpuna si sokode. No akanchira katabin say you. What you can say. Kwabena, keja guma mri anko.
Hey, now me see my Ansah press conference. And me conclude yes so corruption be kungana. But mami we be kungana as a corruption kungana.
Jane.
Yes.
Oh, Charlie.
That day I wrote on my Facebook that before corruption will kill Ghana, Team Ansah.
Accra FM.
Or bet to bomb Ghana. Or your man boy for.
Oh.
That is what she is.
What?
Who should before now she had Ansah for top.
No. Many sir.
Mama Nyadenza. Now, sir, Beye ni mami we ni ase.
Obe criticizing a Juma, but this personal.
And Juma
Not this
say
personal.
It is not personal.
Also,
if she's working like a witch, what should I tell
But you didn't say.
Is she an angel?
You didn't say she's working like a witch. You say it's a call now so she anwa. Oh, je be ya no who no na. Well,
how would you know say obi e be ye nya Juma?
Oh,
Question.
Bobie, I think this is unfair.
But how would I know you are editor? Is it not because of your work?
Because I'm the editor of the custodian.
Exactly. Because she's in charge of witches.
She's in charge of witches?
All right. You're done Tuesday evening. And this is how we do it. And you remember, baby, I want to make a dumb and pempem, a dumb and pempem. Mama Munina, Joe, Emma Kwaba, and then you your friend is a Joy FM. And I learned to say, most program your friend is a what? Hard talk. All right, so you have the video. You had a video. Okay. So, but I tell for me, Baby, repeat a video be a mamo. And Lady B war, your friend is a okay, dollar no 7 Kwame mama 872. Ebisu say a 997. Techi send me say 97. And I don't know which is which. Okay, so let me check this one from Madam for lecture be sending me 9.25 Jack are sending me net there 9.200, and when you go to Ghana Web Forex Bureau rates 9.20. Boating at Bismarck is here 9.13. Other places no 9.13. Michael Yusuf is doing 9.20, same as a Jack. The Jack the SND Mississippi. Okay, so interesting times ahead. Now, Madam Fubia sending Mose Kwabena say no pounds hit 11 Ghana cedis. Pounds hit okay. NS Taifa. I know NS Taifa. Minya Kontonchi. Me moja no or your pure MPP. So I know say he won't lie for anything. And he's doing 920. It be a 925. Michael, you see, also bank rate, you know, and a 9.20. Okay. You see the point they say on my no edge Kufuado no musem edge or musem, but still they are insistent say and Jew but a Jew Monsem. And Nameka a year this young lady or Joy FM and amount for enemy dim commercial or a year yes program my friends a hard talk right on hard truth. Oh okay, hard truth on Joy TV. All right, so there is nothing wrong when or run your program and you think your colleague has done well and you just need to mention it. I mean, me, I don't have pain and envy about my colleagues like the way they have towards me. So I don't have any problem mentioning others. So say obi ye adwumobi ti microphone echi na obusa nyansa question na obusa you should let people understand, and this is not about lady no and decide so be dealing with any grammar, any technicalities, any financial tech. A simple question. And he said you will see your economy no say yes Christ there be also white no say otesuro no so shall say sia e simple question. Simple question. Simple. All right, so let's yenti a quick one. Yenti what I say. Yenti a quick one. Yenti. Maybe so obia say na muntie eye.
Kenneth, would Jesus be happy with you on the way you've managed the economy? Finally.
I think it's an issue of willingness and obedience to what Christ would like us to do. Honest, good job done over that period, yes. Holy Spirit guiding us to the things we do, yes. Am I confident that He's leading us in the right direction? Unequivocally. I think difficult times, His power will emanate, and I'm very confident about where He will take us.
So Jesus is happy with you with how you manage the economy?
You know, it's very difficult to think that one will be holy enough for total acceptance. You're constantly praying that you have the courage and the spirit to go on. But more importantly, you know, in all of this technical stuff, it's a clear love for country and understanding of what somebody like me could become finance minister, and therefore who in Fantiakwa could also do that. And therefore, what should we be doing 18 hours a day to ensure we give that opportunity to people to be able to get to the levels that we are.
Ken,
so
would Jesus be happy with you on how you manage the economy?
It's up to Jesus to declare.
It's up to Jesus to declare.
I can do the best that I can, but I'm very just honored and blessed to have this position, and mine is to obey and do the best I can, you know, with His guidance.
Kenneth, would Jesus be happy with you on the way you've managed the economy? Finally.
I think it's an issue of willingness and obedience to what Christ would like us to do. Honest, good job done over that period, yes. Holy Spirit guiding us to the things we do, yes. Am I confident that He's leading us in the right direction? Unequivocally. I think difficult times, His power will emanate, and I'm very confident about where He will take us.
So Jesus is happy with you with how you manage the economy?
You know, it's very difficult to think that one will be holy enough for total acceptance. You're constantly praying that you have the courage and the spirit to go on. But more importantly, you know, in all of this technical stuff, it's a clear love for country and understanding of what somebody like me could become finance minister, and therefore who in Fantiakwa could also do that. And therefore, what should we be doing 18 hours a day to ensure we give that opportunity to people to be able to get to the levels that we are.
Ken,
so
really, would Jesus be happy with you on how you manage the economy?
It's up to Jesus to declare.
It's up to Jesus to declare.
I can do the best that I can, but I'm very just honored and blessed to have this position, and mine is to obey and do the best I can, you know, with His guidance.
Kenneth, would Jesus be happy with you on the way you've managed the economy? Finally.
I think it's an issue of willingness and obedience to what Christ would like us to do.
Yes, unfortunately, saa lady we mentioned that enim ni din and I think say onyansani biara clearly say wotie interview no as we speak dollar break it 10 cedis. And this is the person what Obiani, and you see the lady is so smart. Oh, me penkrofo more street sense, street smartness. Oka brofu no wajimi. Oka brofu bebre no wajimi. Oh, lady na musane anything technical bia na fe no akwafa GDP ne dia ratio bank rate policy ne policy de straight forward question ekwaya wo de economy ni nam so no enti yesu ani je ho a criminal Kedofreta is a criminal and the president is a criminal. And I think Babu got it right that we have criminals leading this country. Criminals. They are criminals. Sa oba ebunensa Kenofreta say wo oba no ubu nsa na sa wo so opese wo siesie wo ho a se wo tua tax. Enti ade we Yesu ani ebeje ho. Yariaba, your friend COVID across the world. Minim on micro mampenino and then the finance minister. That's all here. No, say Yariaba no. We will make sure that the people will pay for it. And to make sure COVID tax. Sanka Ebola buy no. Nanka John Mahama see Ebola. Say be bagano. Ebi amaho. Mube tia Ebola tax. Meanwhile, the Kufado, what your friend say, COVID won sika, what you want to treat dear, a big crowd be din trotch and yes, he be a boy and a better to sell 2 billion. Our year a IMF and Kianono over declare 1 billion criminal. The president is a criminal, a thief, armed robber. What can of Foriata to is a criminal? When you're criminal, I had done not to be called Jessica. A free baby, no about under declare actually Ghana for. It's only a criminal who does that. When you're for criminal, you're the chrono war and you're to will fear and say crom for. To go Jiska, what do a mining deem go Jiska, no about under declare actually or minor. You got 1 billion. Then the following day, Marcos SB was on City FM. No, I expose more. Say, oh, I buy $2 billion. Fee because umbu obia into mon kasa oh but World Bank for MIA $250 million 200 the following na World Bank Ghana rep now our radio so also ya ma omo for something or $470 million or so. Why I don't think I saw yes sir. Me pa cho so to trotro mu na wutie wote eye baabia na wutie our problem eye wom sesi ano is not because matese say Kufado onhwe na eye aban spending ni bi ho a expenditure no on katekate or katekate a obetimi anya skani bi na all the other things onya skani bi. The issue is not about expenditure. The issue is that we have thieves, criminals. They omi akromfo and a lead you or minor akromfo na to or minus from the president to the vice president to the vice president or kromfo as we speak drones musica $3 million. We don't know what is happening to those issues. And the office and yama air cost about my office and ya better me no can say your friend say recruitment scandal I hit in office then Bobie. Right? So when you have the president being criminal, and when you have the vice being criminal, chief of staff you're criminal, with the basa to the extent that they are operating an armed robbery gang at the National Security Office. And you want to tell me, say, and Yama, we are not here simply because Ukraine and the war. We are here because we have criminals. So nipa bakwa be a bank and yaji loan or no the edge home and metewa every data bank. O we are no abetre sika dodo awanya. Na ne wo fa se so be a law firm. Na ye no so Ghana loan na wo je. Na dubu ahe junior no so no so je. Criminals, cartel. They are thieves. When you see them in town, they are thieves. And I'm gonna ride it in the Porsche cars. Who the kind of cars are Gabi no etitimwa. Ghana ni beard no scout the betos akano. There is no Ghanaian. Ghana ni beard no scout. You are the betos cars Gabi. Your friend say Kenofuriata and your friend say Kufado nominating and Crawford. You don't have that money. You don't have that money. And as we speak, say ya Minoka say dollar are hitting 9 across it. And you are telling me, sir, Ghana, we are not in danger. You are telling me, sir, we are not in danger. You are telling me, sir, we are not in danger. 9.20. And even your own, your friend say, your friend say, your own. Your own nkrofo ya wonu omo aya adwuma sa nkrofo no ano na omo anya problem e wo ho say sisa finance minister no onkrofo a woni wo mo onkrofo a woni wo mo ano e wo party num say sisa no hwe mame nka anya de bi magana fo pacho owo ayi your friend say Buachaja ku interview no a one ayi peace FM for here no me Buachaja ku ka asem bi o ka asem bi na okay so yes Dr. Wona send me 920 920 sorry 920 is the same issue amount for sending no opa say see and you dealing with a year and yamabo. Okay, so just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Me pacho, me be a phone line of just 5 minutes. And we are talking about Nyama prices. Adebi Alcotono, Yamfan said last week. You share this week, I say a year Monday and next Tuesday. Sir, at the Cronuano, what want to say? Me pacho, men fre, Emma me ye, and I feel now, Baba ye, I'm born in here. They go straight to the point. We just want to use figures. I beg you, we just want to use figures. Me pacho pa and mama me hamu wa say okay so 0302208090 quick one yeah we are ajako ka sembi and me just 5 callers me for just 5 callers me dealing with 5 minutes and 5 minutes no e bia be take just 1 hour Chine Emmanuel is on Facebook or say Kwabena I am watching you live from a Jumako campus. Okay, thank you so much, Chini Emmanuel. We have Musa Gaza, Commander. You guys have not checked on Oforiata health situation. Maybe his doctors have told him that he will be leaving this world soon. That is why he's stealing abnormally. John Abaha says the mother serpent of corruption, Akufo-Addo, can never do any reshuffle. And that is the issue. Okay, so hello.
Hello, Kara.
Yes, sir.
My address.
Yeah, your first of free.
Your friend Bliss, me free Bunsu.
Bunsu, okay. Yeah.
And I'm make come Makalaso.
Yeah.
They got two schools I have a mama. Maybe you have for another person finish store by our say we are new place about.
Tobo, size see the kind of subio.
Me say me got two schools I have a mama.
Yeah.
Maria Makola store. Many woman naka say we use another woman in the store by the catcher woman saying we are new prices about. That's a grow.
And you can not the initial price they say.
Initial price na 1 yard on 19 cedis.
And Mamma buy no because Omo just say
Next price how they buy na 22.
22 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
So which now one na increase of like 3 or 4 cedis aba.
Yeah, about the tosso.
Nkola kaki ya adwemu ya pam de school.
Containing cutting kwanya.
Okay, all right. Okay. Dabe.
It's almost 1 month now.
Almost 1 month now. So the possibility say economy more no. Okay, all right. Thank you. So let last week NAC this week, yes, the previous ones and so good, but then experience.
Hello.
Pacho lower feed no near according to why Pacho.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Pacho first of referring.
Every good to Jomi Free Airport.
Okay. All right.
But Thursday, Friday, airport, Coco, Auta Coco, or Honomo, 1 city 50%. And Rani and Monday, Mikakoto, 2 cities. Normally, they be the 5 cities, Nama Coco, 1 city 50%, and above fruit. Men name the 5 cities, 10 cities, 5 cities, Mito Coco, Major, 50%. Yes, yes, and maybe say, I'll say, Coco, 2 cities. And
wow. Okay. All right. Okay. So thank you, Abdul. Today, I want to clear some goods, and the dollar rate is 920. Shipping cost is now high, so obviously, goods will keep. Prices of goods will keep on soaring high. Okay, so you know what something came. Mohammed Bello said last week, Bobie, Auto will 2 cities, the same size, and then Okoye almost said this week, almost say 4 cities. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Pacho, your first referee. Okay, Bright. Yanko.
Commander, now, stop here, I don't make Cassiano. Yeah, now I'm the 12 cities, 50 pesos.
How many miles say?
12 cities, 50 pesos.
Okay.
And now, no time, Mr. Kowa, Samikotobi, I'm say 4 cities.
Wow.
I don't make Cassiano. And now, no time, Mr. Koto, Hong Kong, Mr. Kwano, I'm say 4 cities.
Bamba. Okay, so what only okay, Kabibusano and Nipadoda no use. Now I think I have last 2 calls to pick, then we move on. Nana Asumedu is here. Okay, so he's just giving me some figures. Thank you so much, Alfred Mensah. I say hello.
Hello, good evening, Ofegobi Ansah.
Chairman, Pacho, your first referee.
Fifi Abekum.
Okay, Fifi Yanko.
Ofegobi, asamna eka ejunwa intasi. She bit there sapoa wudu jale kaka. No, half or ye 9 cities. Since you there or ye 18 cities. She even ka oyer you change. No,
give me specific days. Otobi Dabe and this week. Did you give me specific days?
This week he has an making.
Okay.
This week he has an making.
Okay.
Some make on.
Yeah.
It maybe it won't buy an intasi. Of will be young my papa, young my agent.
Okay.
Young my agent.
All right. Okay, all right. So may I pick it last caller. Hello. Yes, I'm Pacho first of referring.
The champion of Senior Adam sir, me free as shaman.
Okay, all right.
I dear Hameka Crane say, Mek, me tembia, me tie pa. And she make a mekota, they say make a nail 4-5. They say make biano near the 50% account, make be near the 50% account. They say make a bedroom, make what on nail 4 CD 50%. They say, MSN and no Mekotoye, above 5 CD, and then Mekotoye 55. And I mention here. The beer price will be account and I check my dream. I'm just now rice and more rice is some Makoto rice. Rice in the blue on my 1.7. And then yes, I may say I could butcher a monobo almost 1.8. It's the beer to be near the price of the account. It will be around that here. It's Miss Ramo, who may have been found, and this already and emergency some 2024 and this Weber.
All right, okay, so thank you. Jata Senior say, auto medium size of local rice, 180 cities last month and this month. more at the G 200 Ghana cedis. So only 20 cedis and atoso. And these are the issues. Okay, so Yangotie Boacheja Conco PCFM can send be. Now me link a video be at the amount. Quick one. Now for the mama penifat trasia yajuma. Boacheja can say be omubusa Boacheja whether he would love to join this government or better join Omo back. And quick one for me. Yeah, oh, you can't say when you have a president ombu Nkrofo.
Someone penny chance a channel say, watch it. Brother Boamia.
Oh, like I said the other time, I have learned to move on. So, near me be I don't have my regrets. But near me be now the two. So, a dear Ansah. And what I have advised myself, a foot two, I'm a dear mommy, said move on. Or tiny, a buffoon, but the reason of sanity. So,
and your friend,
oh, Debbie.
There's a good one front of 1 hour.
Oh, 7 Sanko Yejuma. Madam, I am the who. Dear me, first non senior. Second, never said. And I make us say, I have learned to move on. And yes, I me boo a fool, and yes, all time, Debbie. But a true baby, one casano two hofu. Found one in the two hofu.
I don't know who if you say, I'm and Phil.
Well, but at this point, it's.
They don't listen to anybody. Oh, the reason why they near bra ye kasano. Enyina say ye kasa because se bibi si o man we mu a ye nyina will be affected. Akufo way one ne mama ayo no ene ne yire be fa aye flight adwane akope ba bi atena. And whoever eya obey so obeha ya adwene wo man mu no ya ka chi no, then we need to contend with the person. Eni kwa si yeduru ho. Eni kwa se Ghana yeduru ho. Enti na ye nyina ye ni abre no, enyansafo wo MPP mu. Se bi wo mu dia, na me dia minim se Ghana mpanimfo nyankwasiafo. Enyansafo ni bi just say Akufo do abamufo na aka ejimifo. Nkrofo mo adwene wo fom edam. Now, quick one, yeah. But Nanado yebusa no on issues about or hene no war, you know. But boy no mama quick one. Now after there mimbiemu. Now yeni abako send me a message be about and maybe
many of them are being worked on across the country.
Let me just take one, Mr. President. The one in Aflao where the chief himself has complained. Ohine wa Aflao patch say e-block no oba yenya hoshi. Inti my education minister up to February say ombe yehu bibi. It's on the set.
Minister ultimatum. Many of them are being worked on across the country.
Let me just take one, Mr. President. The one in Aflao where the chief himself has complained. Ohine wa Aflao patch say e-block no oba yenya hoshi. Inti my education minister up to February say ombe yehu bibi. It's on the set.
Minister ultimatum. Many of them are being worked on across the country.
Let me just take one, Mr. President. The one in Aflao where the chief himself has complained. Ohine wa Aflao patch say e-block no oba yenya hoshi. Inti my education minister up to February say ombe yehu bibi. It's on the set.
Minister ultimatum. Many of them are being worked on across the country.
Let me just take one, Mr. President. The one in Aflao where the chief himself has complained. Ohine wa Aflao patch say e-block no oba yenya hoshi. Inti my education minister up to February say ombe yehu bibi. It's on the set.
Minister. Ultimatum.
We ne your president. So what you say ni enye asemwa no wadi dinatem no watutu ama no. Say ohene ne se wabre e no ne sifa kan to no mo sere no mkeka nkwase asem. This is the president. Ombu nipa ombu obia omuade by nature omuade ne kasa ne say enti ono no say ono no e call for respect. I wonder how. Oh, for respect I dey. Oh, for respect. What the hear dey. Me videos by 5 and one here no my Crawford and I'll deal with it one by one. Okoye interview on the BBC interview. Anybody busa say economy no and want some to say ya okay netiko apai I don't think so busa the asem no the same person ye busa wa hina asem a okay wetiko apai the same person one lady bi Ansah only lady be a interview no na a conference about a women empowerment
refi according to ko ba
what did they say ko what guy nani
and a girl but I say then I have to invite your president, we have to invite you for dinner and give you lessons.
Yes. Here lessons here futuo yane na nka say I afenyi dance no money say ama me no a otrotrotic basa no yane na nka yane adwuma na ese nkomo yo mo chene trase tunufo say yen treat ni pasa for bunipa the same person your friend say ajima manu akobokro no Sputnik V no wakojina your friend say now who did you a man for? And let me say this. Say, your current situation now woman is because we have criminals who don't respect Ghanaians. They don't respect us. Finito.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity.
All right, so that's it.
Go say the truth.
Live on Accra 100.5.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony.
Mame fana se ma oyibo buatina chuman nerbehi kumase. Okay, so this supports Ghana card as a voting document.
Who go say the truth?
You're going to say, and I say, come on, your affiliate stations, thank you so much. Kwabena, Bobie, Ansah, the old soldier, the old lion, the last man standing, Commander Bobie is here till 10 p.m.
Where the workers are
going for a call.
Now, why no better? Where the workers are going for a call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth? Truth for justice. Who go say the truth? Truth for justice. Oh, he didn't see what's that.
And here, bedin komo. There are issues. Panel members, baby, you'll be able to pick up a piano. Quite the man. The issues of reshuffle.
Everybody was afraid.
Dr. Farijan and the NDC almost throw one in the Ama EC. That is over the issues of Ghana card. But at the Bakwa, JMR can say, no, we need a national dialogue on the economy. Wisdom is speaking. I wish say you better pick the dialogue no any a friend say go for the new statement be ako making watermelon
the truth
or say omo mo ntimi anya hwe na omo ba be kire ne de wonye
so to grow your man to me
yes Joma ama akoka say akufo ado any president da ntwontimi enkire na bibia
na so kutrata down
not gate na not to form the woman nam na sa na chese bufu aba Ada ina joma ma ko kasa. Dia wono waye bi da ena no o ka che se ko IMF na ko. Enti head no ntimi nkyira o de so ye. Wahu. Wosu on ntimi nkyira o de no o ka che se ko IMF. The following week na we o ka na can ofrata you know say by the grace of God we are not going to any IMF. Ave dia ade che na IMF.
But who go tell the truth?
Anyway, let me leave it. Mesa, Majo.
Namiado Majors. Namiado.
Listen, Majo Minia. Bibia Bokoria. Bibia Bokoria. I see. All right. Okay. Anyway, check it right, Mamma.
One who you know, Emma sound number no, and block a sound.
Yeah, so.
And in free mic, no. In free mic.
Was this I use mic, no. So I don't know why.
Is it clear?
Anyway, so quick one. Me pacho say JM the any statement and let me check Mesa statement in it. GM statement in it.
Yeah, the one on his Facebook wall, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For two on that. Okay, but before no, I did be circulate me say on sa can be my man share. Almost GT Bank send messages Emma a young crop for say from 31st of this is it 30th or 31st? That's the end of this month, August. And yeah, dear Omo Ebema Obia Ombe issue 50 Ghana notes or and 20 Ghana notes. But Basa cities, let me see. Me screenshots nibi and let me check. Me pamcho mo send me esa messages nibi no. Mo send me why? Mr. Mo mo send me mo fa send me Mr. Mo me pamcho. Hey, Ebony, all right. So Uncle me pedia mamo boy. Okay, all right. So good. Obia send me be. Kwame Jiwe to Facebook page, you know, so quick. Mame drop away no nefi no to minim say onsa kabia. What is our issue no?
There be something new off in a meeting.
Something new, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm say a GT Bank. And then send it or say, dear customer, effective August 31st, 2022, the bank will no longer accept 50 and 20 paper notes. Call us on toll free number 0800124000.
And you know to be on 100 need 200.
I don't know. Okay, all right. So unim. I'm say GT Bank for sending message. You know, a mistake. That is what I'm hearing. And later no, and I'm the correct a buy or say effective September 30th, 2022. The bank will no longer accept £50 and £20. That's British pound paper notes. They are not going to accept. But Mentiase.
On currencies in your smaller denomination.
Yeah.
And in fact, as for your friend is saying, dollar say smaller denomination I am forex bureaus complaining say people not ton wedding, amount for bar they want the $100 notes and what have you. Into SARS we na smaller denomination I am price no crano at our form let's say in the regular note. So I'm suspecting say maybe they are having difficulties with the lower denomination.
Okay, but listen, what was I, Me who ya, but Bobie frame at some point. Yeah, me who ya, but Bobie frame. Now never say me check it. But the man checking say GT Bank and some other banks Ghana, they are doing some things via I think say with time we will have to check it because for instance Fidelity for last week I had to be on them to do just a transfer. Emma. Pacho, your voice no adwuma mo fan chan am for a company that. Emma, e ho asem a buy no. Now I have to do some interventions for the sake of the bank. Fidelity. Yes. And you see, okay, say I know you're different from this one. No, it's almost on the same. This is pound, that was dollar. Oh, okay. And apart from the amount for bank accounts, yeah. Oh, but my cross checks later exonerated the bank because I quite to say, in Kofor, you should the bank to dupe people. And now, fine, me suspicion here in Kofor more bang because in Kofor Jiji in Kofor Sika, say fraud boys no, and I admire them. Maybe they will be a bubru ni be I admire because I'm rofune buyache. The boys need me boo more. A bonimum, but me admire mu because nay a bonny so almost be buya. No, you're quick that. Now, the point about Sika Seminole has to do with bank, no, the policy. What must I say? Foreign policy, foreign currency, no. Most of the banks, no, they find it difficult because of enforcement chebigum. Sikano currencies, no, and omutimi chama they say machine it me account. Okay. Right. But a bedroom pointer, best spend this cano, no, afe. The other machine no cannot. So and the other issues is that now UK is changing from paper to that rubber plastic, you know. Okay. Until maybe their policy, no, plastic note. Yeah, to plastic. Yeah, one more start here, but okay. I say they are now bringing it, you know, more. But I think say let's wait for a while. Let's adjust it, you know, with time because here a man call for benya some panic be. Okay. When I'm dealing with banks, I'm very careful because when it's about bank, Kwabena, you know more you go Unibank, ne other banks, ne banks no can offer at a good no. If you know a dozen, you know, I make a bank asema. I'm very particular about or more we more honor. You know, let us, you know, tread cautiously. Okay. And with time, I believe say a idea be hard. We won't hesitate. No, the explanations are there. So yeah. Anyway, so quick one. Young issues. GM raising about the economy. Ne Twitter handle so. Young kakra. I say me handle explain the better. A page in so that we can just run through. All right, so okay, so just 2 hours ago, and not just 2 hours ago, and our day at all, yes, so Ansah can be, and let me just read through. Mensa, what a statement maybe with you on the Twitter statement. You have it, yeah, you have it. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, so quick one. I'll say there appears to be no end to the problems with the Ghanaian economy with the recent downgrade to CCC plus C junk status. The steep depreciation of the Ghana cedi in recent days clearly shows that the mid-year review of the 2022 budget failed to win back the confidence of the investor community and the Ghanaian public. Unfortunately, no credible remedial plans have been put forward by the government to salvage the economy. A national dialogue on the economy, bringing some of our best brains together, will serve us well, even as we prepare for debt restructuring and negotiation of an IMF program. So this is coming from the former president John Dramani Mahama. Okay, so you the response from the certain president Tamale, the kind of response our day Emma former president and Wabra Omo Eba Apro. Halima to say this is
There are those who couldn't do anything when they were in office, but continue to make comments about those who do things. So we will make the history, and we'll leave for the others to comment on the history. There are those who couldn't do anything when they were in office, but continue to make comments about those who do things. So we will make the history, and we'll leave for the others to comment on the history. There are those who couldn't do anything when they were in office, but continue to make comments about those who do things. So we will make the history, and we'll leave for the others to comment on the history. There are those who couldn't do anything when they were in office, but continue to make comments about those who do things.
No response to Mohammed's call.
I think say tape we need to quite say obo. See, I think say these things and a shagan of before. You know, and I think say largely the president have lost touch with reality. He has lost touch. Andra, let me tell you, you made a very fantastic analysis on the comment or make here about reshuffle. You see, and you know, I'll take a few of the comments out on my opinion making and saying, and I'll put it into perspective. You know, Didi Kain or Koye Busano say, I don't know on your reshuffle. Or say, Sebi, or more, or Muse,
Kwabena, you know, Grace of UK send a text and I read. I say, good evening, Listowell. Please tell Bobie when he plays Nanado's voice, I lose my appetite.
Yeah.
Just to
you see,
second with your.
Yeah, I think that nobody wants to hear his voice. You know, because
just a failure.
Or Shenko for before. But you see, Commander, comment to come making in the northern part about reshuffle. Say, one more fresh on your reshuffle. They are jobless. They are opposition element. No, dear. He is satisfied with the performance of the ministers. No. Come on, you're starting free number one. A huge chunk of the people were more free for reshuffle. I am calling for reshuffle. Am I jobless? Ghana ni what to obey you. Se Ghana ni na what to obey you no or you jobless. Why na man I jobless? Nyawo.
When you were jobless before you became president. Jobless.
Obi ye adwuma e wo bank. Kwabena obi ye adwuma wo bank. Na oba na begu bank na be ye job na ne ba na begu bank be ye jobless. Na if you complain I also we jobless don't kana no ntum. Ni etoso mi no. Kwabena wo mo fe for reshuffle no. Enye NDC fo. Enye NPP fo na e call for reshuffle. Wan kasa wa ban mu fo na say. Na dey the friend is here. Yakobo matcha. What select it? You say players here do so there. But match football match at you the Nepal 11 and and a bit my boy at a time. What select 11? Oh my boy, yes, Shamo, Marchi in Koye. And uncle, why who players need be say, who supporters and say, oh, sister, players no cacre. Now, one more moya de no, fa, e be shame no you who ebiana, it is a sayaba. Usikutukum.
But you go up,
won't you say? Come to toss with you or say the ministers now are there, they perform outstandingly well. They are outstanding. Many are so. Entinia can for a tie. A quania can for a faso. I miss manage economy. Come now. Wa bobusia just say we are say baby bobusia bia we are chef na kan for ata ko bobusia ma say no obi am so bobusia bio sa Standard and Poor ratings nearby no junk no tiase nobody, it means your bonds are junk. Nobody's interested in your bonds anymore. You've been blacklisted from the capital market. You've been blocked from the capital market. What you say?
A junkie running a junk economy. A junkie.
You see what
running a junk economy.
Oko bobusia. Na odo bank akoje no obedi. Oko bobusia. Na the bank abebo no akodi. Now come now, you see, there is some that we are doing some work. Is it we are suspecting because we got some data from the Bank of Ghana, and we're analyzing Ghana in debt situation. Sika bosia do a yabo, but na on say normally, ubo bosia. Busia sika bia aban be kwakwaje wa mano no sika no ye tue sika no to Bank of Ghana accounting sika no for Bank of Ghana for example you call Eurobond kwaje busia the money is paid into ebia Bank of Ghana account in the UK na Bank of Ghana catch aban say finance ministry say oh we've received this X amount of money na Bank of Ghana omo ma aban dollar o they give the government of Ghana a cedi equivalent of Sikana Abano. What I say? The Bank of Ghana will keep the dollars and use the dollars to pay, maturing debts and external obligations. What I say? Inti all Bosnia Yajinina must go through the Bank of Ghana. Comes through the Bank of Ghana. Kwabena, the data we extracted from the Bank of Ghana website of Busia aban abo. Busia Parliament approve ya aban aje. Okay? What kind data? Sikado do Alpha Bank of Ghana. Busia ne mudu do Alpha Bank of Ghana. What can boma? Now they compare Busia do aban aje from 2017 to data. It doesn't tally. Inti loans na aban aje no. The figure is higher than Sikana Abba through Bank of Ghana. No? And there could be only one explanation for that.
Okay.
Which is Bosia Nibu Homo Boya Sikana and Fa bank account, they diverted the money through private bank accounts. And so the money cannot reflect on Bank of Ghana data. And
on this how many times have I told you, say, Sikani be okra new Ghana?
Yeah.
And come now, new Ghana, and come now, and I've dead them.
And come now, we are doing the report. When we finish,
on countless occasions.
When we finish, we'll publish the report. We are simple. Just take. We are just taking. Your friend is saying, as for the Bank of Ghana figures, we have it. We have it already. So we are looking at all the loans Parliament have approved, because we want to be sure. We say it was drawn down because Parliament approved and Jesus Canaba. When it was drawn down, we can't boma.
A new 10% of
a new. Sikana Parliament approval of my draw down is more than what it's reflecting in the data of the Bank of Ghana. So what it means, they say, some of the Bank of Ghana data is in deficit. It means some of the monies did not go to the Bank of Ghana. They were diverted through private bank accounts.
Hey, criminals.
Sa nipa way. Asa economy di ahokyerente sa ba Ghana for so. Ama say what they call back to IMF. 3 days ago, Standard & Poor abet downgrade Ghana the economy from B- to CCC
plus.
Kwabena?
CCC plus.
Yes, it's the same thing. CCC. Kwabena? Sa nipa we uhwe Ghana for them catch Ghana for say when you so juma akwa we ya sebi omampenyin na either say the judgment is very very poor. Kwabena on say him say or poor judgment that but ebia say aye worse. And now say asma matipebu kan na nokre criminal syndicate no can be because ebia can frate ko wies can obre ni bidi because otherwise there is absolutely no explanation for the president's comment. There is no justification for the president's comment. Say nenia so adwuma we can frate ye ye bisa ne say entikan adwuma wa ye wujiri say yesu a ode Christosum baaye de be okotu Bible akotu o say yesu mpo nani aso dwuma wa ye e kwa afa so manage the economy
papa
na oto na ana kan for to say we nyansa sin obi ai you see and really we can in the truth of the matter we are crown for period Kwabena for better say eselosu somebody who knows nothing about communication just say onim the otoye she doesn't know anything about that onim the otoye Kwabena sa same registration on my useless. She doesn't know what she's about. Kwabena nenya sema eselosu communication minister for how many years? Sesama was the summer. What's in the wajuma when you saw Chrono eselosu boy na Kwabena Chrono be also at the Ministry of Communications on this thing re-registration. Obia emfa nanim ko ho. Kwabena what is eselosu abeka che say app na ye dey same re-registration no.
Yeah.
One more develop 5 cities na ye tua no.
Private.
Ye tua ma omo Kwabena.
Yeah.
Kwabena, you have 17 million mobile phone subscribers.
Yeah.
Obi etua 5 Ghana cedis. So obi empo tua 1 cedi 17 million Ghana cedis. Obi etua 5 cedis 17 times 5. Kwabena get try ye din.
Ayo man na create.
Kwabena, you see, sadia we asem we ko eni so omo pa bibia o eye krono no mo bo keke.
Ayo man na create. We have a friend is a various institutions, even Ansah. Get me up the app.
Kwabena, they have all the data. Kwabena, they have all the data. Kwabena, they can merge all the data without anybody going to any your friend is saying. Kwabena,
there be on so build the app crown ma aban ni nyene ska no kwa aban futu no fa yempuntu dwuma.
Kwabena, another thing is, why must I use my biodata, or why must I give my biodata to a private company when they are going to make money out of my biodata?
Listen, you see,
they are making money.
Kwabena, this is purely chrono. Kwabena, 17 million people obi etua 5 Ghana cedi. Eti mo fan say 1 cedi mpo and an obi etua for the same way registration na. And can you 17 million Ghana cedis? Tete no 170 billion. Ghana for mutie ni yo. We enipa num sorry obi etua 5 Ghana cedis. And 17 times 5. 17 times 5. Kwabena, that is how free money. Eselosu emu ahun akunta nkyere obia. Omo jiji akwakodi. Kwabena mo wie a ye data na oma jiji no. Kwabena they are going to sell the data to advertisers. Enya Ghana hankwa no beto amo they'll sell it outside the country.
Frosters.
They will make money, millions of cedis.
Frosters. Because frosters buy.
Until to obviously send messages. Millions of cedis. Kwabena knows nothing about communication because you are there for data center. Kwabena easy registration. I'm taking fingerprints near the other. All that data is there. All those data is there which can be used. And your chrono na kofu person bo man keke. And said the poor man penye kufa be he nim ka kire me say. Neni aso ejuma man abaya yi eye wo ho ade tantan oye Ministry of Communication ho a. Na bibi ha o man penyi, se bi o man penyi se bi onye correct. Bibi ha no, Kwabena bibi ha no. Hwe kwakwa jima menu. Matthew Poku Prempe. Square pegs in round holes. Share your friend is saying, Akwaya Nancy didn't buy a chrono or tonton, Krumansa singing Abujanapo. Minister Semugo Kufado, Emu dear hen and the Juma Kwabena, Emu dear and the Juma Kufado. Why, yeah, Juma, a dear, one tray, a dear better ma. Ministry ni bia ya or say we dear or my yade many so even free SHS are your flagship program any time.
And that is why I played back the tape in Tamale for you. So now you have seen the sense in it.
Yes.
And the sense in it is that when onipano akachre dia wono why bi da say ono ma onkasa ono ma onkasa then you man understand onipano psyche.
Yeah.
And that is why I played it back.
Yeah.
Now what baby so?
You know.
Now we talk about baby okay.
Come enkoyi. Adwene na adwene mu omere. Kwabena. Yeah, afi omanpanyi say enano after we make comment you know. Before we make a comment or say them they are going to turn the economy around in 2 years before the elections, meboa.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy has lost touch with reality. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But in all this, Baumia waifa.
Come now, Baumia dear, or no dear, say, or no, or you lame duck. Or you lame duck. But I don't even want to have conversation about Baumia because, I mean, come now, Baumia is not worth our time. You know, because reshuffle, or no one else think he can reshuffle out first. But you see, come now, you are. President Kufuor say he's going to turn this economy around. Oh, and then IMF one ever parliament to no more approve $750 million in Mawa. And the economy has collapsed. $750 million na parliament approving.
Yeah.
Our maturing obligations in the next window. Exactly $750 million. And not only $1 billion call parliament. Instead of only $750 million, no could you abusana. Normally $250 million. No, I show how far. And the parliament approve exactly $750 million. It is going to pay maturing debt. So I just say, "Oh, forget it." It is going to pay debt. Kwabena. Then I will hear mid-year budget review. Every any 2 weeks, na Standard and Poor for by downgrade. Adentia. Because the capital market they deal with confidence. Investor confidence is very important. Your economy has been mismanaged by the finance minister. And according to Power, it says a signal the capital market say no. Now you are willing to move from a different economic policies towards a different direction, and that would have sustained that confidence the introduction of IMF would have given us. But nothing is changing. So what do you do? So they know that nothing is going to change. That's why they downgraded you. What I say? It's one comment. They don't even understand some of these things. Women you can afford a free war and will not be downgraded. Because the market will see that, okay, now the direction of the economy, the government want to change the direction of the economy. These things are signals. Also, first on normal way, it's very, very serious. Because people know what you can do, they are saying, no. When you can't free anything, or that's see.
But, Mami Musa, Minia, say, one hour no bush ni more a family plan to steal the country and amass wealth. Without him, that plan no succeed. Though Omafabi are fine, but they need to wrap it up. Ubeka's own free Omo Bimra.
Kwabena, you see, Kwabena, and I make us say, they are not even smart thieves. Yeah, no, say, yeah, Kufuor time. Kufuor buying, no bokro no kakra wom. But now it is oh, Master no bokro no, Master ja.
Moi, no me akro for na ebu man. Enkasa Kufuor.
Me nkasa Kufuor na, me say Kufuor time no. Na, I mean, I'm a chrono kakra koso.
Kase akrofo na omugu man no me bokro no Kufuor ban.
I say no mo Kufuor ban mo.
Osafumafo. Ana okowia na Kufuor yi na di.
Kwabena, quickly. You see, Kwabena, the issue is very simple. They are not even smart. Kwabena, you can we are Ghana for say we are Kwasia for.
But we are
Kwabena, it's an American say what we are. But Kwabena, and so say at the end of
funny we are the coffee.
Kwabena see at you. Kwabena, chrono ma bo nyina ya chi omo.
Oh. Krofo na e chi no ala joa omo she no. Owi ayu. Odi duru fie.
Kwabena, omo wia. Baya chi omo. Ebia ene yentimi nyi omo hwe. Kwabena ebia ma me fama no si Kwabena. Ebia ene yentimi nyi omo hwe. Enkyere se yenchi wo mo ya chi omo Kwabena ene ya pa ade ne ya pa ligo. Ena sika na omo fa no Kwabena nye ni nyina no mbetumi adi. Omo de fa beba. They will bring it back. Kwabena first time, me say first time maybe also okay. They will bring most of the money back. Kwabena, they will bring it back. Because and it's not about what we know really Jesus Christ is and quote Bible and Bible quoting no. Kwabena. Obviously and na mobile there na magic. Kwabena, you see data bank. Sam will say, yeah. Kwabena, a lot of these assets or more acquire. Kwabena, we will nationalize all these assets. Kwabena, mama can say much. Moving pick hotel, yeah. What him say? Angolan government is easy.
Really?
The Angolan government has seized.
When?
Oh, Kwabena, for some time, for the last 3 years, the Angolan, the Angolan government is easy. The son of the former president of Angola, Omutu, no. He stole money in Angola and came to invest in moving pick. The government has confiscated moving pick. And to say moving pick is the Angolan government.
Shares a woman.
Yes, it says on the Obeto majority shares woman. He came to
the shares a majority.
Yes. So it's a Angolan government. And the whole deep friends here. Moving pick. It's a classical example. And see, Oma years can't go to die while brotere because we will identify all these assets. That is the Bedia Tonum, to Japanese African countries, no domains. So, Kenya, a friend is saying Cote d'Ivoire to Ton Japadia or is it Omoba, is it Omoko African countries now? Sir, a friend is saying urban areas, cantonment say, look, a whole to properties. You know, Kenya, South Africa, how does he say?
To add to yours, wouldn't say there is red alert on everybody that is related to the Kufados.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yes. And it's in the world. Yeah. As I'm speaking to you, I'm reading something about Monaco.
And coming through
just to add to, because it's an addition to the other canon. Kwabena, these are a very funny crop of people in the world. The world is at them. It's not Ghana. The world is against the Kufados, the Oforiates. And it's like they are a funny crop of people in the world. Everyone, there's a red alert on that name. all siblings and family members and friends.
Ejapade omo to when Kwabena ni nyina Kwabena we get all those things. And Kwabena, all those assets will be seized. It will be confiscated. We will nationalize those assets. All the the time will come. All these things will be done. Every day I'm compiling all these information because I buy after I buy we on kobo baby sikana nkofo we ano no ane ye aban ye be bo aban na ma ban na je no de bu man no ye be bo aban na ma ban na je the oma din you be fiaba they will bring all those monies back. Some of the serious crimes are omo committee a nkofo kan ho e kire kra ebi kra ehu some I can't even mention on air. You know, and I'll tell you something about the 200 CD and the 100 CD note.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about it off air. All these things, we know everything that they are doing. We know. People give us information. We know. And dia sabe oma yese oma ye omo say they are not smart because normally be omo ye no sabe nyansa bi edim obi asabe wabodam. Because you know, sir, in any good society with conscience, you never go scot free. So right. Why then do you do it?
All right. Thank you. Quick one. Quick comment here from Henry says, Bobie, they are investing some of the monies in the Caribbeans, and that is a fact. Okay, yeah. So okay, all right. Listen, now almost say. JM Kokan say obi ND president da and nipa krono pese or train there on ye and the Christian Council apostolic just they really went after John Mahama. Today Akufo-Addo is telling us that do ya went to me no baba be two or no achiever or no Akufo-Addo no achiever or baba be two no four. And with the current situation on our hands, the dollar rate what an amount for day bar, then it's clear send yema kosro. It's clear the dollar rate is affected a fuel prices. It's clear be affected a year so it seems like the moment the energy and some no and the president is not ready to do any reshuffle. I mean, at the Petrania did the attempt no at the end of the day.
Kwara, I've been a realist all my life. I face it head on and deal with it. I say it as it is. I don't think the president is of sound mind. I've said it.
And it's a constitutional requirement.
Yes, I've said it as many times as possible. It seems it's not taken care of. But whatever Akufo-Addo does depicts of the madman on the streets. Because it's only the madman who will shit on himself and will not recognize or realize that there's something smelling. It is only the madman that reacts when there is no action. What must I say? The madman does things without recourse to feeling and sensitivity. I'm not saying sensibility. Sensitivity. He doesn't sense anything, but there is reaction. Kwara, I know of a madman B, and I mean there is also a partial mad, I would say mad, mentally deranged persons are not mad people. But I've always cited Kojo Bantama. Obia onim Kojo Bantama Kumasi Biano sees Akufo-Addo in that in that same or a similar purview the way Koyo Bantama behaves. Wakoshi wi ebi a watwi cocaine kakra wakio obegyina publica. He wants to behave as if say apart from no obi anim nyansa. Asem obeka no esre bufuo ebi kwa no odidi watem, but why do you say oh na cocaine guy there? Why must I waste my time on him? The same thing applies to Akufo-Addo. The way he behaves, the way he reacts, the way his inactions be a depicted of Obia or yeah addict. Because in this situation, it is only a lunatic. And Obedien say he can play propaganda to it. Especially when he has lost it completely. It's not as if he has even aware Obetimi adjusting home to it, say, oh, the Ghanaian likes me, so let me just play the role of, oh, I'm the likable person. My main fa me mo nyama na me di bia bin shedan konkon nam Ghana na nipa emfa me kasa oh the American na ewomu. You have lost it completely. It's lost. Look, Akufo-Addo ba abemu 2017 kwara. So catch Ghana for say yem fasikan enwo ye ho a enka Ghana for nyina wi.
Because of the goodwill.
Look, it's not a goodwill. It was never a goodwill. It was President Kufuor's goodwill that he patronized. We call something personality peddling. He peddled or the one to chew Kufuor. So it made him look like, oh, se Kufuor di no everybody a. Se Kufuor sem no kadia. Then, and mind you, President Kufuor, all the surveys have shown, say, he has been the best president in this Fourth Republic. Even though...
Which I disagree.
Yes, my disagreements are that his nurturing has brought somebody who is better than him. It may not be a very conscious one, but even with distance, John Mahama has outperformed him. I agree with so many, because the research has also shown John Mahama, putting himself above President Kufuor. However, President Kufuor stands tall when it comes to the emotional activity. Emotional. The way he reacts, the way he plays his game, it has put him above John Mahama. But when it comes to hard work, when it comes to physical edifices, John Mahama has taken over. Yes. No, please. When it's about Kufuor, say it in your bedroom and don't come here, because I'll debate you every day.
Kufuor so anye hwe ono so ba obokro sa ba say ne de na nyansa da ho.
Okay, into what nyansa ni. He is not as stupid and foolish as so you see, Kwabena, you have a president telling you that I want reshuffle. Coach Ben or call field of player, not only people on the bench. It must be a myopic coach. Myopic. Coach are not doing Nyejuma and only people on the bench. Beyond that, Kwabena, what are the discussion? Media propaganda. I have never seen propaganda in its negative form. It's both. It could be negative and positive. Even promises that and for a year before the elections, they are propaganda. But Kwabena, busan who say baby ye way propaganda or ye den e wo yasitinem. Especially when one kasa wo de ho akwa IMF say IMF my mommy bray
ye no kura
my bo Ansah bra
ye no kura mbeku kuro to ambulance mu
yes
that what ase
yes my bo Ansah bra me kohwini me bra me bo enyina nyansa nim magimi pa me obi a me ye kwase a me so ni emfaso enti me srew bra na betoto me nneoma mama me na manimu mranyam ana manimu manyam kakra e wo badwam na IMF eguso ani wudin kita ho wakoye mid-year budget review abra wakoye mid-year budget review no na enkotesre ya IMF ene oman ne mra se bedwa ketwa ne empanifo efense akese minority ne majority enya ena omagina so ama okra no busia bi a wo pesa wo kobo which was about 1 billion ena say okay ye be approve 750 million amount na 250 ne de ye ntimi because ehun sensem no dosorodo no kredi anim when of course that 1 billion na ye ma no parliament na ankasa o ejina ne naso amount several of that 1 billion emu IMF de
what di
ni nyina wan fa a sabio wan fa anya bibia omanfo betimi aka se oh sika ye wakoje ye no odi ye a odi ye b enunti no akoye te se omanpani no ebe koto no koto a na no asem no ebe ma IMF ehun se waye bibi Akufo-Addo onye internet survey so ye obi a ye internet survey a enkoko kan ne comments ya nkofo de mano ya IMF for ready about ne nsem hunu a okeka ne nsem a nyasa nimu a abababo bakokra nimu a ene ko obe regret ne can subsequent visits no to other regions no and ko be make sense
okra okay and margin abaso and kwame bia mo beboa ya enra ne ne e wotamale projects be no ye ho adwuma
none
it can be possible
none
it can be possible
and then no conspect agenda 111 foundation
so Kwara you see Kwara
no
I say none
expect agenda 111 foundation so much tutu do you have the pictures
Kwara
now and no but me will say 1D 1F AEB
I told you yesterday say the 1D 1F no I no pet and oko baby obetimi akọ inspect but no it's a failure
okay ori to aso say I won't lose your thoughts and
it's a failure
I'm working on
Kwara you see Akufo-Addo ye obi a say oye nkwan no de magiguma obeka se me nkwan ye dete obi a IMF kakra wo kono wo say the IMF ni different from John Mahama IMF no patcho ya sesa ni din
nope
this is somebody who has look the IQ no me say it is a cotton wool eyi ma shape ma enu mu odu eche Akufo-Addo IQ cotton wool shape ma emu odu che Akufo-Addo IQ I will low look sanka ye average ni CC and ka won ye kwa try kokko D and abeko FF emu ha adwini mu ha too much obi akosi ne friend say greenhouses ohun di o de command greenhouse on the see wouldn't say wa kama pokwase and kofa je this on the see pokwase entertain just because he added one tier irrelevant tier faculty hospital fire kwan mani kodru your friend is saying insawam wanya kwan no wase waye another tier wa kama nkofo agye di say Pukuasi interchange on the year. And so when a Bobie Sana John Mahama, you can't come.
Okay, so Obia I send him the 1D 1F. I could further inspect 9.2 million yam cassava factory at Bimbila.
Kwabena, who you say Ekunfi? John Mahama invested more than 30 million. Ekunfi.
Free juice.
Ekunfi, John Mahama invested more than 13 million to get that factory to what it is called Ekunfi juice factory today. They should come and tell us how much they spent there in Ekunfi. So, you see, when you are playing with people, it's not as if they are even mediocre. So, they are below pass mark.
And Nipa no they are innocent. They may say that project belongs to TB Damba.
So,
and valuation of that facility in 3 million Ghana cedis. So for them to peg it at 9.2 million Ghana cedis is.
Because I say Ekufuado, osi a daya a 1 million. Or because a sad dino a 100 million. They should be mad.
They do that to siphon money.
Apart from that, they do that to eulogize themselves.
And now I know so better at years because we do with Exim Bank 1D1 if we do omoye. Omo now for no. Omo inflate a proposal no as to the amount they need for the project.
Yes.
But Ubekono project is one just a 4x4 a friend say a ibina esiwo. Na omo
what in Gemfi?
Na sikaro do ano Asiaba back to Ekufuado nom side.
Boat. Boat na yes
that is what they do.
And you see boat on I na hear mobile. Boat what in Gemfi? In room hotel back. Your friend what in Gemfi? Me hwe say na no Odramike kopeduane adi. Na me te your friend say Mervin pick. Now Odramike kope lunch time. Odramike no kra ne bag na na fu na the saso. Need krate gumi them and also. And he's one, you see, Kwabena, economy no, and can crash you. A crown for a real mine. Now, we said, dear Nebeba, a whole journalist would want to find out what Christ or Jesus Christ would do, or how Jesus Christ will feel. In respect of how people Kenofurata has managed the economy. Alright. It's a very simple question. Time now Kenofurata Egu Bank no. Where was Jesus Christ? Time now Ugu for bank, Ugu for Numa, Ugu insurance companies, Ugu brokers for Ejuma. A card then come go rural banks. Who say rural banks ni nyina ya hen for dia. Enye san come go ni nyina. And who say the way a ojana so no. Some go rural banks are to beti. And come go rural banks. Google about the rural banks. The way a omo your friend is saying timelines are ye be go rural banks. And a man me who say like akwai to say o man na yetimu no ye nyansa na enim dia ye di bu man no akwai hwan na nim krono bo me ye hwehwe no obetima bo krono e ho tia because when you say President Kufuor fra abamu no enkofo etimi ye ya ma rekoye say oh President Kufuor de wabonya sakrono o wi akura na o de mrakata ho ebepem na obi enu ultima chere the President Kufuor wi aye
menchero obi
chere me no ka Mensa, I'm daring you
hotel no so ne ho dia
okay chere me the owi aye a o de kosi hotel no
o kan say dia that's na me ka say no de nyansa to ho na me ka say no de nyansa to ho
so you tell a story of wisdom usi wawia untimi ntere se wawia wei
nam say so
Kufuor de ene Obi who saw a cron for PDS. Obi who saw a cron for just and it's a broad daylight TV. Okofa cron for na ba betina finance ministry and oba chrono. Yes, Mahama a cron for. Say me adia Mahama wiaye ba kope 1. Say me 1. Say yes, Mahama a cron for we wia Ghana for sika na we and na da ho no wiaye. So Akufo-Addo de we are making obi atimi hu bust say petrol atimi atu afa wiem yes ever pretty obi hu so cronfo.
So you are talking about scandals under Akufo-Addo government,
not under all regimes. His depicts of a thief, broad daylight thief, armed robber. Then when a thief walks about trying to throw his weight about, say me cronfo. You asked the question yesterday, Kwabena, I will draw you to it. Mecha minua lakulaku. Ene minua teria. You asked the question, Kwabena, Enra unim. Because of your question, several people called me. I'm sure you also had calls. You asked the question, say, when the wa bayi mua, no abone bra, no oye odefo. Yeah. Senya aban mu no ba ya enko betime dru ba bia wadru. And you pose the question. You used Minua Samia Wuku. Me chane baby owo bia. Say could Samia Wuku have bought a Land Cruiser but for this government or but for politics? That question you posed, you know. Kwabena, President Kufuor, one man penino, no own a company. No a lawyer ni. There is nobody. But for coming to power or for politics, no, and Kobetimi enya sika and almost womanya no. Unim say, ma maybe wo your friend said Temaport. Kwabena, have you read the special prosecutors, the office of the special prosecutors? Your friend is saying findings about La Bianca Company Limited. La Bianca, are you aware of La Bianca? Yeah. Okay, and unim say Kwabena. Oma fine no manetia say what the new ba Temaport ebeyi eton frozen foods enkoko asre na basa ne kon na chi ni dua pork your friend is saying intini na ntwe tiri ho
yeah
what the ba pot ebeyi unim nipa no oye council of state member from the western region La Bianca. Where conformer where via buying sika I want your duty. Ama on it your friend is saying customs for and I'm speaking to Amishadai. Amishadai no or your comfort will be Amishadai. He's or no I don't think I'll say on your reshuffle no because me say oye cronfo.
So what happened?
But the software oye cronfo.
And the man go 2 years can back.
Wako 2 years can 1 million, 1 point something million. Kwabena, afedie unim. My question to Office of the Special Prosecutor: how did they come by that figure? Because the Customs Act, you know, actually say there should be a penalty to it. Penalty. Say obi a cronfo no to me via bicycle. You don't just charge that amount. How did you even come by that amount? Cronfosa, that is a wabo chrono over years. Obi a company in 2014. John Mahama Abreso. And Otimi be a company no. Otimi be yo. We no more gunko for you ma. John Mahama Abreso no be a company no. La Bianca. Cronfo bar. And ne. Oko kan so a financier NPP. President Kufuor na financiers ni o. No me ya Cronfo. Financier ntinu on trade duty. Na wayi nam. Anu ti wagu omo ton nam nyina adwuma. E wo Ghana ha. Because oyi nam na on trade duty ntino ba. Se nam no ye 5 cedis a. No anu abeton the 4 cedis. E wo dwa so. Wo na ukoyi wo nam na ebi a wo sa ton the 5 cedis 20 pesos now the 20 pesos. E koye sebi unfaso no. Untimi turn the 5 cedis no. Because you turn the 5 cedis no kura waboka. No be turn the 4 cedis 20 pesos. 4 cedis 50 pesos. when trade duty ebi make a duty nso at 3 cedis it was good frozen business the juma ni nyina Crawford Basa special prosecutor acheno Wachina one fact customs act no anya adwuma no special prosecutor ne say wa fine no just about 1 million without telling us how long where we are buying where we are buying now the France 2017 to 2021 crown now yeah investigation
yeah
1 million penalty minya Crawford Basa wejano. All right. And so it tells of how a cabal or a syndicate is formed and Pegu's case or Kayano can be well substantiated. Sir, President Akufo-Addo is just the head of the syndicate of criminals.
All right, that's it. Thank you. Now, quick comments here from Leslie. Leslie says, Bobie, it is the same Amisha Diamond who has refused to furnish us with information on our letter on the e-levy accruals. I followed up 2 times, no response. Okay, so obviously, so that's it. Now, you know what project or okay, so let's check out this. President Northern region. Tamale, right? Tamale.
Come here today to look at especially the Agenda 111 project that is ongoing in the constituency. I'm very concerned that the Agenda 11 program should be fully carried out before I leave. So wherever I go, I want to have a look at what state it is, and then the decisions that have to be made to accelerate the development can be made. So that's why I came here today, to go and look at the Agenda 111 project, and then we will see what we need to do to accelerate the pace of development, of construction of the thing.
30 cm, the rest is rock, so it's embedded in rocks. So we have to carefully cut the rocks since it is a building. You don't have to blast. If you blast, you disturb the entire ground. So we have to carefully cut them. So it is making it, but now we are done with it, all the breakage. So what is left now?
Come here today to look at especially the Agenda 111 project that is ongoing in the constituency.
Thomas, Thompson, this is where Agenda 111 drew, and President Paul, Northern Region, for 2 days. Say project to me a foundation. As I say, I had 2 foundation also, and what you say we foundation and round Kwanajo, and Omujina so 2 years, and Okoko share, and it's so worrying. That anyway, but 2 days tour and nothing to show.
Kwabena.
Me the card in back on. Na me the way nature okay. Me the card in back on. ID card issues no. We me the okay.
Kwabena. How do you go in? How do you inspect foundation? How do you move V8 filled with petrol? Drive all the way from Accra to the northern region. To inspect foundation.
Okay, here said yes, 2 foundation.
Into Omo ntuni anu akwaji asoso no no accept na de.
Le ohwe say omo is mezani ya.
My otuo wanu che edin kofo atem ewo Tamale. Wo foundation ako
inspect ya wasi dan ama na wutu kwan a ukọ VVIP utimi ade o bag si ayi so na ye de akọ ye hwili kama
but anyama no utimi ntiase
bio
so wo ko tu foundation
the wasi dan
wasi dan so o se di ono wasi dan na si wo no
onye bi da
ono anya hwe
anya hwe
ono ba criticize di what foundation What happened to Achuma Judas?
Oh, you see, Kora.
I look at 2 foundation.
What tears here? We are Bodemini. Because Bodemini be anywhere. Who are watching you? You are better than
because they are all kind of assembly women to know quality. Because they are no see.
We see a dying yet, Daniel. We see a dying.
Whether a prof about or say in 9.
We say, or no, I never hear no be 2. Over 2 hours, what 2 foundation? Well, bucket 2 foundation.
Okay, so and I know this Ghana card issue, and unfortunately, no, and I mean, I can say the home come extensively in private. We have a honorable Ofusuampo for statement, I say, and we raises serious issues about this Ghana card. And the way almost person almost a year documenter new registrants no edible register now almost aba to aba, and when you look at the document me name Tommy what kai Dr. Afarijan Eleten Wakai but maybe I already serious issue. The second paragraph. That's Dr. Kiafarijan will say, I'm hopeful that Parliament will do a careful scrutiny of its provisions. And I also presume that the Inter-Party Advisory Committee, IPAC, is privy to the provisions of the CI.
Yeah. There's a CI. That was late, I think, for the I think that by the National Identification Authority.
Yeah.
So the NIA Act itself, and then the CAI that was subsequently laid, gives a list of ID cards that should be used in voter registration. Let me find the CAI. Just and I think it will be very good if we find the CAI and then share with you.
Yeah. Quick one. Mamenkai Ghana for say what menka. Nasa wunya enkwaje wo choko top choko na oye kachi top choko bomodi ansa be kwakwajo de omo top choco chocolate spread ya de efa brodomu enkwada ekosku de bia fam ama omo anapa no na unya oti bi di sinchia na esansa se oye ne sa no a pia pa ya nti omo de ye top choco chocolate spread no ne 3-in-1 aba ya omude ye drink kama amanfo emomode so betumi akwaji bi empomdin power enso wo mpacho wa okay all right okay ya go
Kwabena anti eye LI LI 2111
yeah
National Identity Register Regulations 2012
yeah
now what kind LI no Regulation 7 of LI 2111 or say a national identity card issued to an individual shall be used for the following transactions where identification is required. A. Application for an issuance of passport, application for an issuance of driver's license, opening of individual or personal bank accounts, purchase of insurance policies, purchase, transfer, and registration of land by individual, or a connected transaction subject to the provisions of other enactment, transactions pertaining to individuals in respect of pensions, transactions specified under the National Health Insurance Scheme, transactions that have social security implications, consumer credit transactions, registration of voters, payment of taxes, registration of SIM. What you say?
Yeah.
So, a national ID card that has been issued, Governor, Ghana, you need one single national ID card. We have the driver's license, we have the passport, which are all acceptable national identification cards.
Okay, so let's go back. New register no, no. New register no, no. Now requirement to be enormous.
Requirement the same. You can use your birth certificate. You can use your old voter's ID. You can use your passport. You can use you can use a driver's license, and then somebody can guarantee for you.
And now they are saying some person will use guarantor and free.
Okay.
Because guarantor no Emma and creative fraud. What you say? Guarantor fraudsters.
Because you see.
You don't know one, then two. Now they want to work out. Normal taking out passport, any other document. The free. They use only Ghana card.
Kwabena, they can't create a problem and turn around to use the problem to create another problem. Kwabena, why are we here? Kwabena, if the EC is saying the guarantor system created fraud, Kwabena, what was the impact? Kwabena, last register in the compound, about 40% of the people are registered in the USU guarantors. You know why? Because you decided to take away the ID card which a number of people had access to. The old voters ID card, birth certificate, and what have you. Kwabena, Chrome has said, do you know how expensive it is to the ordinary Ghanaian to acquire a driver's license? Kwabena, Obi, Eco School Pond, also a person driver. This is a Busian for the Jessica. No matter pay license a mano.
Yeah.
To become a driver. It tells you say driver's license your ID card. And no crano, it's a few privileged people no wobi. Nobody don't say good driver's license. Passport to swear. Obi I want to coin. Do you know how expensive it is for the ordinary Ghanaian to even acquire a passport? Kwabena, adia eye so ordinary Ghana ni bia timi eko epebi. Kwabena, a birth certificate. You will want to register amount. And I voters ID card, any secretary name. You do elections, you can register. Now you actually within near amount card. It's you know, the ordinary people, everybody had access to those cars. Kwabena, who buy your registration? What's the one per cars now the ordinary people had?
Because foreigners are infiltrating
the system. Fine. 80% of the guarantor. But Kwabena,
wow, bedroom baby, I say no. Guarantor fraudsters are taking over the system. So now you should
guarantee. When the catcher is a Ghana card, no fraudsters cannot take over. Why the catcher almost? Why the catcher almost? But now you see all these shenanigans. We can go into these things today, tomorrow. Kwabena, all these shenanigans. Chrono no person mobo in the next elections. It won't work. Kwabena, it won't work. The earlier they stop it, the better. It won't work. Kwabena, you cannot hold on to power.
And Dr. Frederica Assembly will write up. Let me just read it for you. I say so. A basic responsibility of any electoral commission is to facilitate the realization of the people's right to register as voters, and not to obstruct that right by demanding for registration purposes documents that are not easily accessible to the people.
Come on, me say we
finito.
We common sense. Kwabena, abandon person mu in 2024 no. Kwabena, they should just abandon that idea.
But nobody made him come on. Was it be and come on see an NDC for in 2020? Oh, some baby they should abandon the idea. Some baby a dude crunch time. NDC
Kwabena,
nowhere to be found.
Kwabena, me, I'm not speaking for the NDC. I'm not speaking for the NDC. Kwabena, even in our small corner of civil society, Kwabena, the things we can do. See, nobody is going to allow these people to hold on to power. It won't work. It won't work. And you see, you see, let's forget about the NDC. They have their own problems. They should deal with it. But Kwabena, nothing is going to allow these group of people to hold on to power. And see, 2024 na no. Chrono mabon, kakra no mabona ye. It won't go beyond 2024. It won't go beyond 2024. It won't. And they are going to stay in opposition for a very long time.
Are you sure?
Very long time. Kwabena.
Yeah, I can't say
Kwabena, you see.
But between you and I.
Yeah, Kwabena, I know.
Because you see, me were different opinion over this issue about one party staying in power for long.
Mm-hmm. Kwabena, I agree. Kwabena, you see.
But to me, I'm bad in saying,
Kwabena, when I say between 2024 and then the other another party. Sorry.
Fine, no, for that one I agree with you.
You see, but Kwabena, based on what these people have done in the last 6 years and how they are going to leave power in 2024. Kwabena, nobody can watch these people and bring them back. Kwabena, I don't. Now you just you ko.
Kasa am from
Kwabena, you see, there are so many things that are going to happen. So many things. And Kwabena, they stay away for a long time. It's not even really my interest, Kwabena. My real interest is say the people of this country will not allow these guys to hold on to power. It won't work. Nobody. I mean, where? How are they going to achieve this? And you see, sometimes I tend to believe that they are so foolish. You see, Kwabena, even the most timid of men, you say, so, upam uhufwa, utunebema. Even the most timid of men, who push you to the wall, they will show you a side you've never seen before. It is so overtly, as just everything they are doing overtly, just say they want to steal the next elections. They don't even have the decency to hide it. Kwabena, that posture won't work. Kwabena, it has never helped anybody. Even Rawlings, with all his military backing, could not hold on to power. With all his military backings, with all his experience, he had absolute control over the system. Even he could not hold on to power. Not these foolish criminals, these petty thieves. These people who don't even have any sense. How? Kwabena, it's not going to work. And a lot of things are going to go on. Kwabena, so many things behind the scenes. And some of us, we don't care about what the NDC is doing. Kwabena, the next election is not about NPP and NDC. The next election is going to be a referendum on the NPP. It's me NDC for crowd there. I mean, more issues crowd there. Sometimes I am a buffo, so I push it aside. But the next contest is not going to be between NPP and NDC. And until now, NDC for because NDC for be the DAT because say, oh no, they are going to come everybody. No, it won't work because it's going to be a referendum. Ghanaians are going to go to the polls and vote against NPP. Period. And they don't care which party they vote for. They don't care. Once it is not NPP, once they are going to kick the NPP out, they are satisfied. And nothing is going to change. No shenanigans, no one of party card. Me say, Jin Mensah pa. One can say you fire baptism card. You copy your baptism card. You sorry. Is it? But me across no better this.
All right, so quick comment here. One from Clementa Kojo Amos says on the issue of La Bianca, it is really shocking because the reason why she is still is really shocking. Because because the reason why she is still at post as a member of Council of State beats my mind. There's a test case that really confirms that Akufo-Addo is the head of the corruption department in the NPP. Now, Bobie, are you aware the Bank of Ghana is planning printing 500 Ghana cedi notes? The use of the 200 note poses a lot of challenges to hot men like us. It is not easy to buy kelewele with 200 Ghana cedi. So it is clear there is a move to raise money for the government. Party in Yeska. But so Zimbabwe, the NB no. Zimbabwe didn't be na urban. Now, listen on this card, Ghana card issue, and Oro for Swamp of Numo issue, clear warning to the EC, very strong one indeed. That baby EC air corner and wash it. We'll read Okujeto Twitter or say the EC is playing with fire. Adi ebeye omo ewo kromo ase. But listen to their commentaries. And they did it in 2020, and this time around they are ready to do it. They will be up on and looking at the economy and everything is like me to me we need power based on any record. Into my record and I say I'll use guns on them. Force. This is where we have got into another debate about voter registers here in the TBU. You better to obey, say, Kwabena 2024.
Cora. First of all, Obianiwa Obeko Court, 2024 election. In fact, the justice system will be very irrelevant to the courts of winning power in 2024. Very irrelevant. 2. Akufo-Addo num enkofo a oni omu dealing ni nyina no. It's not as if no one is watching. Everyone is watching, and including NDC fo a oni omu hye dem a omu yes sa nioma na omu feel say they can have their way no. Everyone is under our surveillance, and that none of them, I'm saying none of them because the word none means none, will have a role to play in the 2024 elections. None of them will have a role to play in the 2024 elections. And that's just about it. The 2024 elections is just about our decision to make sure, say, the future is not in favor of Akron-4 and Ewudi-4. Yes? You don't expect the thief to sit and put ne samienu e woni dem rifem se onya hwe obebo kro no. But it will be the first time obi echi nwoma say ya why ne e de ache ne se wo hu wachi enu nie. That will be the first time. It will be the first time enye omo a sabi omo ti se techi man de na omo koye yie no enye omo nkwa ne be ya yie. Obi ani wonu mu a sabi wo soma ne ba se me ba kodi Akufo-Addo achi na onkodi atutura sem wo soma no no na wato ne funu deka e de asi ho because wo ba no kwa wo ma bieu. And that is how the election will be run. Obi anya kwase bieu kwase ni dua krampanifo se etia so mprenu ye ntia so ye den emprenu kwase ni dua ono oye kwase na wagimi ye wuo no kra ye se ni dua ye ntia so mprenu etisa wo soma wo ba se won kodi atutura asem a wo soma no na no to ni furada ka si wo ebi kura wo hu no ne body no wasie no na emom wo di furada ka no be kwa kwose form se wo ba no wo kosie no because kwase adua ye ntia so mprenu. Kwabena Ansah boss asare ne boss man asare ne your friend is saying Srebo Kwaku we ekura PhD grammar keke kura he cannot put grammar together okura PhD. You should see how you can say Akufo-Addo a lawyer any question you want. Srebo Kwaku o kabro fo pe na we are having a barrier service for English grammar. Would mean cabrofo sentence without making mistake. Utiena. Akwebisi utiena na buafu. Mimi tiena na memeni aje. Because I listen to him and I see a fool speaking. A fool. Complete fool speaking. Complete.
Reasons.
Reasons are that, Kwabena, you cannot tell me why we are registered. Say Ghana for Uncle Trouble. Now me Ghana and me didn't me. You cannot. And you never tell me who is a Ghanaian. No matter what backing he has, no matter what legal backing, whatever backing he has, me say the court system will be brought to a halt in the 2024 elections. Would you? Will be pancas or the court. You bet why na son. One case or the court. Some politically motivated court, no, or the court has sema babe to 2024. Na son. Ebe why? Ebe do na court kura ni ho. Na wa court. It's a movement. Look, the way I know man be kono, Me who man am here mesre. Unu the enti me I don't like discussing elections because you are tempted to tell your opponents what your plans are and what there is to do and not to do, so that with time they will just, abreast themselves with facts and adjust themselves with situations. Now Ubehuani say afei waka onsem nyina egu abonten enu ntina enura obehwa menua BOT na all church enuema mu se mpanifo hyedem ne ayiye no mimi hu se pani bi e fa adwen wo ba bia nanso so no nyansa ne se bema befa ne yira ehoni tirim nanso nya se bema befa ne yira ehoni tirim ntino na tirimu asem wo yire ni nim so obefa na najo untimi nkofa yira najo wa abra wonim eye rape wo yire ne hwan okunu no ne NDC mpanimfo eyire no ne omo koto abama omo kandifo a ne ho aye akono ama wiase ene oman Ghana enu ntino untimi nkase me kwa kofa me yire nanso so me yire ni nim se me ba befa no eye rape nso a crime se ko ba se NDC for ya ade grassroots for maku mienu bi aja omo ye ring leaders enimu a omo nya careful and two election na ye be ko 2024 no is not about the NDC. Mensa kanona I was just thinking about something because me no MPP for kra me nim omo ye against say MPP besa atena konwa so biem whether aye Baomia whether aye Alan whether aye
Debbie when no dey ba when Baomia
wadi emia se kamia dokun
Alan
ono so de walange
when Alan na ana ba kono
na onya Alan ne Baomia ho bi
Debbie kana Japan ebia check so obo premise no kana Japan na be we ne
me nka enfui ensem e wo radio so
obo we ne
ofui we no tie yeah you can predict
yes but no all jokes aside he's going to win your primaries unim say ye the kana Japan any Baomia ejana NPP ma kana Japan will beat Baomia hands down
mama ga sem show MPP for delegates omo Jimmy but omo nyimi ndu kana Japan level misraw
baba kana Japan nim nyansa chen Baomia
na dabio kana Japan nim nyansa chen Baomia no tio ni nyansa onim chen Baomia no eye Jimmy nyansa
listo Etino Kennedy Japan is going to beat. List to mean say yeah, mo party na say. Oh,
Kennedy Japan you would our child.
Yes,
because you me of me that catch them. Was here we are sorry Jimmy ni be dia agro be ku dia ni criminal ni agro. Kennedy Japan they are treated a criminal.
Criminal. Obi enim. Na we oboni trinku.
Me I always say the criminal be dia agro tell me Jimmy for better.
Listen, I'm telling you, if election is conducted in NPP free and fair, there's no way Bawumia can beat Kennedy Japan in any contest in NPP. It's impossible. And this is based on fact. Go to the gun. Allah Natnaho, and as I say, no, a lot of mortality in shift to Kennedy Japan.
Contested the flag bearership race. Unimomo.
No, me say nipa miensa we omo contest here omo maka obi enu obetime etu sa nipa miensa we
nti Kwabena Japan gina mu a
wan Kwabena Japan aputo Kwabena Japan the 2020 elections Kwabena Japan man and who crime mom the year very unprincipled individual ogunu no say na wo you enjoy such a good role anka Kwabena Japan anko yes ade na wa ma boys na gabin ko dada no e dey ya V8 ni sika kakra na ye de ma
na de obi ka so o man V8 anya V8 no so ko ji we Ibrahim on aka na de
no
and that be 2020 command V8 ni sika kakra
command I struggle so na
enko campaign command V8 ni sika kakra ano also
any Kwabena kan kire me
o ga ja o da okino
o na say can me qualify so
e do ko di etire okodi etire na sisi ehwe afi anka this time round anka Kwabena Japan fan ho anko for it na normal na anka this time round the system will behind him the system anka Sami Kai he had a very fine case but we ono so say no on the bogus
Kennedy Japan no mo bokro no ne
you see that
and I'm criminal of so change mini onti kasada listo
o ya santini wow sha NPP for asante for be hwe ba obi no to abama no
dabi unim say
o busa question
me busa question
obi say question say no say say o ya santini a no je so pa je say akwane
Bakobra okay all right so on what cardinal
me we aka one pillar point Kwabena that notwithstanding no you see Ghana card no ehun here but there is nowhere obi let me catch Ghana ni bia wo Ghana ha say uni Ghana card a untimi enko register mu enko to aba ehun here ne say menua baako akohye party nioma paraphernalia just because o feel say nioma ekoso ne any time ni feelings and the akohye nioma there are so many upcoming there's obi kura frame me Kwabena and I must be very sincere nipa ne frame na me catch and say enya me fe because it is a okohye national flag me no party no me da so pe enya say okohye party card and also okohye paraphernalia na say why you be sronko bia just be an advocate on only way of advocacy no any so obeshe ne party nioma fine wahye no me ne nya adwen but and also nkyere say oh party nioma na akohye na meba bebo mentimi nya ohwe but mesre emo obi an she party nioma be an advocate a nationalist advocate say beyond party no ye wo man a was say ye chichire ma ye nyina ho toyen and advocate in such a way say party ni be ko opposition ye wanyansa for pigufie ye betima fanyansa ni ba ko de na de anim ni ye de na ba power
okay
but mesre obi biara wo yan pipini a wakoma ane wo bo anyo de ekoso ne so no Sabi, try and read a little about John Mahama. Read a little about maybe the opposition NDC for candidate, you know. Yes, omunye call for, but they have brought somebody that is like a candidate. Ya introduce no Ghana ha and Faswa ne so pain. John Mahama so on Faswa chain MPP candidate Akufo-Addo. any the subsequent candidate na ana successor bia because the successor bia no is part of this regime. Unti say the successor bia criticize the ekoso wo Akufo-Addo aban mu. And it mesre be an advocate, a national advocate or a nationalist in the 2024 elections. It's not just about say makoshi party nyoma. Ukoshi party nyoma. Na wan trade ye opesa wotoma na. Anase wan trade ye ebeboa ye ndache as omanya. Wonye hwe enti mesrew. Let us for once advocate in the interest of Ghana like Arise Ghana is doing. You can come and enjoy Arise Ghana.
Okay.
And let us do the advocacy.
All right. Live on Accra 100.5. Now, yes, simple. Atifa Moteyenka. Issues about baby a Ghana Drew Ankasa no. Ye kwamnem. Ghana ni asedi bia se obebom paye na watu Akufo-Addo fo. MPP no. Akanya nsafo kakra. Omo obi emesombi. My worry is about the future of Ghana. Yanoni adia ehame. Sene Ghana ni ede sidi enkron eni achire ekoje dollar baako a eya rehosem. We ena ma ye kasa ye tenten. Ghana card. Ye be say ni anum NDC for say mema obi enim komo ena LI 2111 onti ase na watam na wodenam. And I hope say free watchna kono. Ye benya daji ni breaking it down. Ye nyina ye nkemfo ne ente ase say yempre ene yempre chira ema obi enka nchire ye say Ghana card na ebe the only document ya obi betimi dia register ato aba ewo Ghana. We are supporting Chairman Fusompo's statement. We are supporting the General Secretary of the NDC. We are supporting the Ghana for to do a good street move. We are supporting Afarijan article. We are not going to accept it. We are not going to agree. Edu Aba Clinic, Edoma say. Allo Africa Roofing Sheets in Chelsea Papa Fee. Greenfield Scientific Aba Clinic. Almost be beer ama womo. Negotiated Trust Company. Edoma say papa. Jean Nationalist Clinic. Almost Yaminshira womo. Eclipse Collateral. Jumekuo kase. Ya womo eboa amo abraba atumpon. Edoma say. Media Bobie Ansah. Tuesday evening. Thank you so much. Nami aduma. Ochna. Never say share you. Keep safe.
Just like I'm a fall, justice mean iniquity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian cancer, silence. Islamic leaders, silence. Peace and music, silence. Traditional leaders, silence. So who go say the truth? Truth for justice. We are the workers of confused call. No, I am no better. We are the workers of confused call. Workers out here, no better. Who go say the truth? Truth for justice. Who go say the truth? Truth for justice. Oh, he did not say what I say so. Now your friend on a